I was thinking about when I was a kid because my mom, she used to cut little articles out. She didn't have a lot to cut out when I was a kid because I wasn't a good athlete. I played with all my cousins. My mother had nine brothers and two sisters, and I probably had about 20 or 25 cousins. And in Dalton, Georgia, in the 50s and 60s, there was only one thing to do in town, and that was play sports. And this little picture she cut out was a picture of me and five other guys who were scorekeepers in 1964. And I don't remember ever seeing any of these guys after I graduated from high school, but I love the picture because everybody looks so young, and I look really nerdy. I've got on black frame glasses, and I've had a lot of jobs I liked. I had a lot of jobs when I was a kid, mowing grasses and mowing lawns and paper routes and stuff like that. But at the recreation center, when we moved back from Missouri, when I wasn't playing ball anymore, I started working at the rec, and I'd run the game room, ping pong, and pool tables, or I'd run the putt-putt golf course. But my favorite thing was at night keeping score for softball games, and you got $1 a game. And in 1964, that was $20 a week, and that was fine with me. So I not only did that, but they gave me a job at night in the summertime writing up all the games for the daily newspaper. And I messed up and got fired from that job. And I was still scoring games and still working for the rec center, but I wasn't making as much money, and I was trying to figure out something to do to make a little more money. And I was at the Dairy Queen. The Dairy Queen was the only place we had to go in Dalton, and people would ride around and around and around. And a friend of mine, Toby Sermons, he was in his mama's car. I was in my daddy's car. I didn't have a car. I had a 10-speed bike, and I backed out into his mama's car. She was wonderful about it. She said, "Don't worry about it. I'll get it fixed, and you can pay me back." So I asked my dad to get me a job in a mill. Dalton has hundreds of mills at that time and had hundreds of softball teams. That was what I really liked about watching them, was a lot of these guys were just incredible ball players. And Boondog Burkhead and Bo Manus and disabled American veterans team. And Dalton, in addition to having all these mills and all these softball teams, they had all these little joints where you could pay $5 or $10 and get a card and go in there and gamble or drink or whatever. Well, anyway, cut back to the scorekeeping. The scorekeeping wasn't enough money to, I thought, to pay off the car that I'd damaged. And so I got a job at my dad's place. I'd get out of school. When I went back to school in the fall, I'd get out of school at 2 and go to work at 3 in this carpet mill and get off about midnight and blow all the lint out of my hair and get in bed about 1 o'clock. And every week they'd take $50 out of my paycheck for my college fund, and that'd leave me with $14 to eat on and gas. And it was 6 days a week, the job. And I look back on it now and I think, golly, I didn't realize it at the time because I really hated the job in a way because I was missing out on everything all the other guys were doing. But I realized later, I thought, well, it probably kept me from becoming a juvenile delinquent because I was, according to my father, I was well on my way. But I had that job for 2 years. It started out in the summer of '64, and when I left to go to college in September of '65, I had like $5,000 that I'd saved from working in the mill. And this guy who worked in the mill with me wanted me to stay there, wanted me to go in business with him, do a carpet mill. Well, I blew the money. I had a great time in college. I spent every bit of it. And he became a millionaire. But you know what? I had a hell of a lot better time than he did. Thank you.